Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and to another video. So it's speculation time once again, and today we're talking about the next factions that are going to be getting their codexes for Warhammer 40,000. In particular, as you may have guessed from the thumbnail, the Thousand Sons, but we are also going to talk about the World Eaters and the Death Guard towards the end of the video. But this one is all about the Thousand Sons and what they might be getting in their up and coming refresh, because there's a lot of rumours going around that they're going to be getting some brand new units, and indeed the Death Guard and the Thousand Sons are going to be getting something new for their codexes as well. But for the Thousand Sons, we know they're coming next because we saw that image from the recent preview. The Emperor's Children, we've just had the codex on. I've put the image up on the screen now. So we've just had the Emperor's Children, and it says coming next, World Eaters, Death Guard and the Thousand Sons. Now there's plenty of videos out there talking about rumours about what we're going to be getting for Chaos, and all this talk of each one going to be getting a new unit. And for the Thousand Sons, there is some very interesting rumours going around, because not only have we had some cool rumour engines, there's rumours going around that are going to be getting some sort of new robotic automata or something like that. And recently, or well, I say recently, it was a few months ago now, in White Dwarf 501, there was a little bit of a lore snippet all about Magnus and his efforts to stop Vashtor ascending to godhood. Basically, Vashtor's corruption of the Necron Artifice in the Prior Nexus. He's taken the Wormwood, and it's in the Nephilim sector of the Prior Nexus, and it's causing all sorts of troubles for the Thousand Sons. In particular, the Cult of Prophecy, their sorcerers are finding it very difficult to control the Rubic Marines and the Scarab Occult Terminators. I've put the White Dwarf floor snippets up in the background now. So basically, what it means is the sorcerers are having to maintain 100% concentration just to get the Rubic Marines and the Scarab Occult Terminators to be effective. It's taking all their concentration, and as it says in the lore article, this crippling issue has provided the Thousand Sons with the opportunity to send forth ancient automata and robotic thralls drawn from the subterranean vaults and towering pyramidal structures of Sotarius and Prospero, and test them in the crucible of battle. So that is a hint there and then. You know, they've done this before with lore in White Dwarf. They've hinted that something might be coming. These machines of war, as it says in the article, many of which are based on ancient patterns and predate the Horus Heresy, have undergone millennia of sorcery and manipulation that have fused the demonic, the robotic and the organic in wildly imaginative fashion. Now the tech sorcerers in Magnus's employ have identified a further ingredient to enhance the potency of their creations, Noctilith, or Blackstone if you like. So we know that back in the Great Crusade, the Thousand Sons did use a version of the Castellax class, the Achaea Castellax Battle Automata from the Forge World of Zao Arcad, and they were trying to install some sort of psi matrix into the automata so the sorcerers could control them directly and send them into battle, and they had ether fire cannons and stuff like that. There's an image on the screen now of these battle robots. So could it be something like that the Thousand Sons are dragging up from their vaults? Because there has been some interesting rumour engines, and looking at the one that we've got on the screen there, painted up in Thousand Sons colours, the Power Claw in particular, I'll put an image up now of the Power Claw that we've had in a rumour engine. The casing on the Power Claw is not the same, but the actual claws are very, very similar. So you can see from the painting on there, although the image is in black and white, it's heavily weathered, but we've got those two main claws and a smaller thumb claw if you like. It is very similar to the Castellax claw, so could that be a hint that this might be one of the new Thousand Sons robots that we might be getting? And then again, if I put the next image up on the screen now, you can see some sort of foot with a claw on the back of the heel there, and if we look at the shin in particular, it looks like it's got those stripes that we see on the Rubic Marines, on the headdress and sometimes on the legs and on the arms of the Rubic Marines. And again, even though the picture is in black and white, you can see that the bottom stripe is lighter than the one above it. So are they painted yellow and blue like the Thousand Sons? Now I know a few people said this almost resembled the feet on the recent Goremongers that we saw in Kill Team, but it's definitely not those. This looks bigger and chunkier. There's definitely some sort of armour panel on the leg there at the front, and those stripes could well indicate it might be Thousand Sons. So again, that's some evidence that could point towards these new robots. And then moving on again, we've got another rumour engine image. Now this one is like a missile rack. Now I don't know if this is from the Thousand Sons rumoured automata or not, but if you look at this missile rack, it is very similar to the missile rack you see on the shoulders of the Scarab Occult Terminators. It's not quite the same, but it looks like it could be at that weird angle that they have on the Terminators. So is this something we could see on the robots? Or then again, this could be from something completely different. The claw and the foot I definitely think are from the robots, but these next two I'm not 100% sure. But the missile rack potentially could be something. And then this weapon here that we can see, this could be anything. It could be Mechanicus, it could be Leagues of Votann, but it also could mean a shoulder-mounted weapon on this rumoured new robot, some sort of evolution of the ether fire cannon, but enhanced with demonic properties by the Thousand Suns. So that's another interesting option. So that's the first thing that could be coming for the Thousand Suns, some sort of new psi robot or psionically controlled robot. But the other thing that they mentioned was a tech sorcerer that is accompanying them into battle. So that could be another new unit. Possibly we get 3 of these robots or 2 of these robots, and then a new miniature, a tech sorcerer, kind of like a mix between a sorcerer and a warp smith or something like that, who can control the sorcerers, similar to how we had the tech guy with the Castellan robots. So do we have some sort of new sorcerer that can control these robots? So that could be an option for the Thousand Suns as well. The only other thing I can think of, the aspiring sorcerers are fine. We've got those. We've got the new character that came out not so long back as well. So the only other thing I can think of that we may get for the Thousand Suns is a sorcerer in Terminator armor, but I'm not 100% sure on that one, whether that would be specific to the Thousand Suns or they'd want to do one that would work for all the Chaos Legions. But that's a possibility for the Thousand Suns. So could we be getting brand new robots? Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you've read that White Dwarf article and what you think it could possibly mean, or is it just Games Workshop playing around with a little bit of lore? Moving on, let's talk about the World Eaters. Now, I have no idea what could be coming for the World Eaters. Possibly, if I was guessing, maybe we could get some Khorne Terminators, similar to like Azrak the Annihilator, because let's face it, that's an incredible miniature. Perhaps a unit of Khorne Terminators. The only other thing I can think of perhaps would be maybe Khorne's Teeth, which is a long old unit from ages ago that was either got made or was concept, basically Khorne troopers with heavy weapons. And I know there's some followers of the World Eaters out there now are going, calling me a heretic and what have you, but back in the olden days, you did see Khorne Berserkers with bolt guns rather than close combat weapons, and some Khorne Marines did have heavy weapons as well. So perhaps that's a possibility for the World Eaters. But other than that, I have no idea. So let me know in the comments what you think we might see for the World Eaters. And then lastly, the Death Guard. I think we know what's coming for the Death Guard in terms of at least one miniature, which you can see on the screen now. It's that brand new miniature that they revealed Adepticon. So the Lord of Pox, I think he's called. I'll put the name on the screen if I've got it wrong. But we saw the sprues get leaked, and then of course we saw that brand new miniature get released as well, or revealed as well, I should say. I don't think it's out yet. But the Death Guard, maybe we'll get another unit as well. And again, like I said, for the World Eaters, I'm not sure. But Death Guard, again, what do you think might be coming? Let me know in the comments. Is there anything specific you'd want to see for the Death Guard? Do let me know in the comments, because I always read them. I always look forward to replying and having a good old discussion with everybody in the comments. So yeah, let me know what you think. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, please do let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Let me know you've enjoyed it. And if you didn't enjoy it, rather than give it a thumbs down, just leave me a comment. Tell me what you didn't like, because at the end of the day, that will help me make better videos going forward. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button. You don't have to press the little bell button so you don't get spammed by notifications. But if you subscribe to the channel, you're helping me out massively, and you won't miss any of my future videos. So you'll be doing me a favour, and I really would appreciate it, because it helps get my videos out there and gives me the motivation to make even more videos as well. Plenty of cool stuff coming up on the channel as well. We'll be back on the Morehammer Podcast this week as well. We're recording it on Tuesday evening, so I would expect that on Wednesday next week at the time of recording. So look forward to that one as well. That should be great, discussing everything that we've seen over the last couple of weeks. And then of course we've got another preview show coming up as well, so with all sorts to talk about for that as well. But anyway, that's it, gone on long enough. Thank you very much for watching. As always, do let me know in the comments what you think we might see for the Thousand Suns and the World Eaters and the Death Guard. And all that's left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.